Okay, hello everyone. So welcome to our IS, the last chapter, chapter 10, chapter 10.6, and chapter 10.7 tutorial video. Okay, so today we are going to go from chapter 10.6, sense of balance. So first of all, please turn to your book, page 133. So I have to open the video first, so you may look at it first. Okay, so wait a minute.
Point 6. Sense of balance.
Do you remember the first time you rode a bicycle? Could you ride without falling?
Of course, no, right?
Riding a bicycle requires a good sense of balance.
So balance, which means 平衡，即係你成日都知道啦，踩單車你都需要有個平衡力㗎嘛，先踩到單車。如果唔係，你點樣踩到個單車一定會跌落嚟嘅。如果你冇平衡力嘅話，OK。If you have no balance, then you will fall, okay, from riding a bicycle.
Let's learn about how our bodies produce a sense of balance.
Okay, so I will stop.
Recording in progress.
Okay. Okay, so I will stop the video first because I have to one experiment that you can watch it. So yes. So I don't use the video. I use the ebook. Will be a little bit convenient. Okay. I don't want to waste a lot of time to play the video or fill the ebook. Okay. So so referring to your book, page 133. Oh, sorry, set 10.6 sense of balance. Yes. So, yes, this one. Okay. So the first time you ride a bicycle, you need a balance. So this is the key point. Requires a good sense of balance. Okay. 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 So let's see in this experiment 10.12. How do we maintain good balance? 我哋點樣先能夠有一個好嘅平衡力咧？ So let's see in this experiment.
Work in pairs. Stand with your feet close together. Slowly raise your heels off the ground and stand on your toes. Try to hold this position for 10 seconds. Ask your partner to measure the time that you can stand on your toes. Close your eyes and repeat the steps.
Okay, so in this experiment, you can do it at home also already. So you can count. You can use the timer or a first stopwatch to count it, right? Okay, so at the conclusion, I can stay on my eyes closed for 2 seconds. So it's your time, right? Not me. So you count it by yourself. Okay, so it is more difficult to maintain balance with eyes closed. So you can see that, right? If you do it by yourself. Okay, so and then, so why you can find it very difficult? So let's see. So in the experiment 10.12, you may find it's very difficult to maintain a body balance with your eyes closed. It's because our sense of balance relies on the information when received from the eyes。你就要知道啦，我哋原來咧講平衡力咧，就係去依靠究竟我哋隻眼去收到嘅資訊。The muscles and joints and the inner ear，joints 係關節。咁如果都係冇嗰啲資訊嘅時候，你會點樣睇下咯？The eyes provide information about our position based on what we see around us. The muscles and joints provide information about the position and movement on the body of our body. Yes, so in the inner ear, there are the semiregulated canals, 我哋嗰啲叫半規管啊。These contain sensory hair cells. So when you see it in the Chinese version, so I open the Chinese version with you. So but you are the English class, but no worry. So Chinese class you may also listen. 好，咁我中文解釋一次啦。咁喺實驗11咧，咁你當你合埋對眼嘅時候咧，咁你就可能會教人保持身體平衡喎。咁因為平衡嘅感覺主要係靠你嘅眼啦、你嘅肌肉同埋你嘅關節嘅，咁以及內耳去探測雲機所得嘅資料產生。咁眼睛就根據我哋睇到嘅景物啦，提供身體位置嘅資料，肌肉同埋關節提供身體位置同埋運動嘅資料啊。即係原來咧，眼睛咧就負責提供你身體嘅位置嘅資料，肌肉同埋呢個關節咧就係負責去提供身體運動嘅資料嚟嘅喎。OK。OK，so 此外咧，內耳都提供咗資料嚟產生平衡嘅感覺。咁內耳主要係有3條嘅半規管，係內含咗液體同埋啫喱狀嚟構造嘅。咁呢個構造就包圍住感覺毛細胞。咁當個頭喐嘅時候咧，咁我哋睇到會喐嘅，而且會刺激感覺毛細胞發出訊息，訊息亦都沿住神經傳送到去個腦，腦就將訊息嘅傳息去判斷出頭部嘅位置同埋運動啦，就係咁解。咁你就要知道啦喎。咁我哋講半規管 ，the English is 英文係 semicolor canal，OK，半規管。好啦 ，so you now have understand the Chinese version, so that you may go back to English. So what? Oh, yes, good. Okay. So give you some points. Okay. So there are three circular canals. Okay. So now you know that what is the meaning. Okay, so this is the figure. You see that? These are canals. The head is still. Blood is still. Structure. Sensory hair cells not still stimulated, but the head is moving. So the blood moves. Sensory hair cells are stimulated. Okay. So next page. So the brain is where the signals received from our eyes, the muscle and jaw。所以個大腦咧就係你嘅成個身體入邊嘅電腦嚟嘅，咁啊接收晒所有唔同嘅資訊，你嘅眼啦、你嘅肌肉啦、你嘅耳仔啦，全部都係由通過一啲神經線傳送你嘅大腦，俾個大腦個信號，然之後你先會睇到嘢、聽到嘢、見到嘢嘅。OK， 係啦。So all are the key points. So please revise it, and in the exam it may, yes. So from the eyes and provide information about our position based on what we see, and signal from the muscle and jaws provide information about the position and the movement of our body. And signals from our inner ears, it provides information about position and the movement of the head. And the brain then expresses the signals to produce the sense of balance. So the sense of balance relies on the information received from the eyes, muscles, and jaws, and the inner ears. So write it down. Inner ears. Okay. So so check point 10.12. So A, the sense of balance relies on sensory data from the different body parts. So true, right? And true, and this is false. Okay, done. So this is the chapter 10.16. So go to your Google Classroom. Today we have you have some homework to do. So please complete. Okay, so wait a minute. I have to take out my workbook. Okay, so please complete. I repeat once again. If you haven't completed 10.3 here, make 38 to 40, please complete as soon as possible. Okay. So today, two homework. Number one is your okay. So your homework for this week is no 15, then 20. Oh, 16 is your holiday. And so then so this is the holiday homework. Oh, okay. 不如咁啦，嗱，不如咁樣玩法啦。So your holiday homework is 嗱少少多啊，冇辦法啊。So your holiday homework is from 38 to 49. Okay, it's good, right? So not 46 points. 成個月時間我做唔到咁多噶啦，係嘛 ？OK， so a month, okay, 43. I use the calculator. Calculator. Okay, so 43 plus 20 plus 46. Okay, so 109. Okay, 109. So for the integrated exercise, we will do it after the special holidays. Okay, so the due date is on April. Is on April 23:59, Monday. Yes, it's the last day of the holiday. Is it? Yes. 4月18嘛 Okay, good. So it's the holiday. So I will write it down as the assignment book. And so this is chapter 10.3, hearing. Chapter 10.4, smell and taste. Chapter 10.5 is the okay. TOUCH, touch. The brain. Refer to the video and your textbook. Complete these pages and upload your work in a PDF file. Rename it as 2A00 your name. PDF. Okay. So remember, okay. So this is your holiday homework. Special holiday homework. Okay. Assign. Okay, done. Then I will get this assignment. Okay, so this is your special holiday homework. Okay. Assignment book, page 38 to 49. So there are chapter 10.3 hearing, smell and taste, and chapter 10.5 touch. Chapter 10.6 sense of balance, and we will now be covered chapter 10.7, the brain and our senses. So refer to your video and your textbook, complete these pages and upload your work in the PDF file. Rename it as 2A0 Chan Taiwan Talk PDF. And this is your name, okay? This is your class number, okay? Done. So any question? If not, so we'll go back to our book. So now we will cover chapter 10.7, the brain and our senses. It is the last chapter of chapter 10. So when we end at chapter 10, we will complete all of the assignment book of chapter 10. And the integrated exercise, I will keep it as the exam revision. Okay. So when we all assignment book and has been done already, and all of the things we have already told, and you may also complete your unit exercise by yourself for the term first second term exam revision also okay. So when we cover all of these, then we will move to unit 11, force and motion. Okay, so this is the last chapter, chapter 10.7, the brain and our senses. Okay, so we have learned that our sense organs detect the stimuli and send signals to the brain to produce sense. In this session, we will learn about how our brain use the sensory information from the different sense organs to help to respond to stimuli. Okay, so I will do this. I will do not do this. Okay. So the role of our brain. We use our sense organs to detect stimuli in the environment, right? So however, sense organs cannot produce their sense on their own. They are only responsible for detecting the stimuli and send signals to the brain. 佢淨係唔能夠負責做呢樣嘢嘅，佢哋一定係要靠個大腦嘅。So the brain as a coordinator 係一個協調嘅角色嚟嘅，喺呢一個你個身體上面永遠都係㗎，呢個係唔會改變嘅。OK。So is interrogates and interprets, okay? 佢綜合同埋分析 the signals received from the different sense organs and produce sense. It then decides on what actions to take and send signals to the muscles through nerves to make a response. 就有個回應㗎啦。記住呢三個字，我而家喺度寫一次。I write it down. Number 1 is integrate. Number 2 is interpret. Number 3 is response. So please jot it down these words in your science notebook or in your book. Okay, if you don't have your notebook, please open a new one. Okay, so number 1, sense organs detect stimuli and send signals to the brain through nerves. The brain then will integrate the interpret signals from the sense organs, produce sense, and decide on actions. The brain sends signals to the muscle through nerves. The muscle makes a response. Okay. 呢個就係講緊話你係點樣去捉住個足球嚟，個足球射入嚟嘅時候，個腦會點樣分析同埋指揮你對手點樣去捉住個足球咧？係啦。So the brain what 啱啱先講完，咪同我講唔識係嘛 ？The brain integrate and interpret. It's done PRET, pret. Okay, interpret. Okay, so to make read response. Okay, response. So number B, reaction time. So reaction 係即係解反應 ，time you know that right？時間 ，so the two of them plus which means 反應時間。好啦，你會問話咩嚟㗎？咩叫反應時間啊？我咩都唔知喎。好啦，你諗下，你咩都唔知，你又未學過，咁咪梗係聽下啦，聽下老師講咩啦。Okay, so reaction time. So after stimuli are detected by the sensory cells of the sense organs, it takes time for the brain to receive signals from the sense organs. interpret the signals and then send signals to the muscle to make a response。就係整個回應啦，先講過第一次啦。The time between the detecting a stimulus and the making a response is called the reaction time。咁即係代表咩？咩叫 reaction time 咧 ？reaction time 嘅意思咧就係 which means that 你就係講緊話多一個時間，當你去 detect 一個 stimulus 同埋去 make 一個反應咧，呢段時間咧，我哋講每個時間咧，講呢段 period，this period P-E-R-I-O-D this period okay this period. So recall is a reaction time. So different people have different reaction times. For example, in the sprint, some runners ran faster to start home than others. Let's measure our reaction time in the following experiment. Okay, so let's see in this experiment. So measuring your reaction time, 咁你嘅反應時間係幾多咧？ So what is your reaction time? Let's see in this experiment.
My job is to make college easier because students have a lot to qualify. Sorry, Coach.
Work in pairs. Put your right hand on the bench as shown. Your partner will hold a half-meter rule vertically next to the bench, with the 0 mark between your thumb and your index finger. Your partner will release the half-meter rule at any time. Catch it with your fingers as quickly as you can.
睇多次先，佢就話 catch it with your fingers as quickly as you can， 即係佢會擺隻手喺度，然之後擺隻腳喺度，然之後佢把間尺隨時會跌落地嘅，跟住就要盡快拎你把間尺，睇你嘅反應時間啦。Okay?
Read the distance the half-meter rule has dropped.
睇你攞幾多，
Record the distance.
記錄下你嘅距離。
Repeat the previous steps 4 more times.
其實呢個都係有助訓練咧你嘅呢個腦嘅。
Calculate the average distance the half-meter rule has dropped and find your reaction time in the graph. Repeat the previous steps with your left hand.
Okay, so from this experiment, so you can see that, right? So the time between detecting a stimulus and making a response is the reaction time. Reaction time. Okay. So the very important. So the human brain is a complex organ. It contains over 10 billion nerve cells in our brain. 哇，來超過好多萬個10萬，係大概好多啦嘅 nerve cells 超過10加落去。Okay, nerve cells have long extensions that connect to each other. Signals are sent from the cell to the cell through signals are sent from cell to cell through these extensions. Okay, so let's see this the activity model, 3D model. So you can see this they are on our brain. They are three. Number 1 is the cerebrum. Number 2 is the cerebrum. Oh, wait a minute. 播翻條片俾大家睇先，嗰度咧，因為嗰個腦咧都比較重要嘅，咁啊，你睇一睇啦，嗰條片介紹關於腦嘅 ，is introduced the brain, okay, brain of, oops, 5 Yes, oh, sorry. So our brain.
The brain are now sensors. Sensors organs, lens detectors. Print. 4. The muscles make a response. Brain signals to the muscles to make of the brain is made up of 3 main parts. Cerebrum. Functions of the cerebrum. Integrates and interprets the signals from sense organs. Sends signals to the muscles to make responses. Responsible for intelligence, memory, and thinking. Cerebellum. Functions of the cerebellum. Coordinates muscles to produce body movements. Maintains body balance. Medulla. Functions of the medulla. Controls basic life functions such as breathing. Is square A the same color as square B?
Okay, so let's go back to your book. Yes, okay here. Okay, so please fill in these 3 brands. Number 1 is the cerebrum. I don't write it first. Number 1 and number 2 is the cerebrum. Number 3 is the sorry. So this is the media. So this is 3. So this is A. And this is B. 呢張工就睇得唔清楚啊，所以睇唔到。Okay. So number 1, this one is called the咁奇怪。Okay, 是但啦。Okay, so this is number A. And cerebrum is number B. And medulla is number C. Okay. So you write down. So you write down by here, here, and here. Okay. So okay. Wow, what's wrong? Oh, okay. So the brain is made of these 3 words. So learn. Very important. Cerebrum, the cerebellum, and the medulla. Okay, so I was saying it's shown in the video. I've already talked about cerebrum, and medulla, their functions. So cerebrum is integrates and interprets the signals from the sense organs, and it can also send signals to the muscles to make response, and responsible for intelligence, memory, and thinking. 記憶啦，你哋嘅記憶啊同埋思考都係喺大腦度做嘅。小腦就係去 coordinate muscles to the produce body movement， 就令到我哋身體可以喐動到啦 ，and maintains our body balance， 去促使到身體去保持平衡。The last one, medulla, is control the basic life functions such as the heartbeat， 你嘅心臟，你嘅起跳，噗噗噗，泵血 ，breathing， 你嘅呼吸同埋血壓正唔正常，又係靠你嘅電腦都做嘅電腦。So the main 3 parts, I don't write it. Just copy the word, okay? So C, and M, okay? So checkpoint 10.13. So let's see. So Leo is playing a tennis with his friends. So he sees tennis ball coming towards his right, and he runs to the right to hit the ball. So which of the following shows the correct order which sensory signals travel in Leo's body? So number 1. 首先，好簡單，一定係個腦先㗎啦。睇下正確答案先，我都唔知。Let's see. start. So it should be the eyes and brain. Like muscles. Okay. So it should be number so think about this. So it should be B, okay? B, because it's eyes first. He see the ball and the brain, and arms and legs muscle to kick the ball, okay? So this it should be true, right? So our sense organs can produce sensor by themselves, which means false. So ratio is time between student and producing a sense. Also false. False. Improved by practice. Oh, okay, true. Okay, done. So this is checkpoint 10.13. If any question, just tell me or WhatsApp me or Gmail me also. Okay. So part D, illustrations. Sorry, illusions. Chinese 錯覺。Chinese 錯覺。Oh, start new dia. So rely on a brain to influence the creation from a sense organs to producing sense. Are our sense already reliable? What will happen if our brain instrument signals incorrectly？都係錯嘅時候，會點樣呢？會發生咩事呢？ Find out in the following activity. Oh, 唔做啦。So illustration, illusion. So you can see that in this three photo, number one, is square A the same color as square B? No, right? Are the lines parallel to each other? No. Are the colors really rotating? Yes. So when the brain interprets signals incorrectly，當會係即係佢傳出信號係唔正確嘅時候 ，it may result in an illusion. Okay, so there's the next page. No, this one first. Okay, so number part E, effects of alcohol, drugs, and organic solvents on our sense. 酒精、藥品、藥物或者有機嘅溶劑，究竟對我哋個 sense 有咩影響呢？ So，我唔解呢度，其實你應該大概知道噶啦。So effects of drinking alcohol， 醉酒駕駛唔講啦。我飛少少啦。So beer, wine and spirits 係即係講烈酒，有啲係烈酒。So beer 係烈酒 ，spirits 係烈酒，所以a drink that contains alcohol 佢哋全部都有酒精嘅。咁 even a small amount of alcohol can affect normal function of the brain。即係當你食咗啲人講唔好飲酒啦，唔好飲酒啦。其實講真，酒精對我哋身體嚟講咧，真係一個好大嘅影響嚟嘅。咁除非當然啦，你飲少少又冇人話唔得嘅。但係當你如果太過多或者你可能酗酒嘅時候咧，咁就唔好啦。So you can see that some figure 10.47 that shows some effects of drinking alcohol on the body. So let's see. So what things? Number one. Also, please remember it. Slow down our response to stimulate, longer reaction time. Leads to blurred version and unclear speech. 好唔清楚啦，即係講啲嘢好模糊，都唔知你講俾人聽，你唔知你講乜啦。 long-term drinking can damage our brain and liver and affects our judgment and memory，去影響到我哋記憶 ，cause addiction， 上癮 ，cause difficulty with the body coordination. Drinking a large amount in a short time can lead to unconsciousness 失去知覺 and even death 甚至死嘅。講真嘅，攞你條命嘅。講真，飲酒當然要飲好多酒嘅時候，真嘅。OK，so 所以千祈唔好亂咁飲酒啊！各位 ，OK，so effects of taking drugs， 所以頭先講咗啦，係一啲嘅濫用嘅藥物嚟吸食毒品啦。咁 drugs are chemical substances that can affect our body functions， 影響到我哋身體嘅每個功能嘅。So some drugs can be used for treating disease when they are used properly. However, some people use drugs in an incorrect way for non-medical purpose. 講多少少啊，其實飲酒咧，除咗對個腦影響之外咧，對個肝個身體負荷個肝咧都係不勝負荷。如果飲得太多嘅話 ，so drug abuse 係解一啲嘅濫用藥物，頭先講咗啦。咁我哋咪知道好嚴重嘅嚇，to harmful to our health. Even a small 好少嘅咧 can affect our normal function of the body. 佢甚至乎even take the illegal drugs 吸食毒品係後果係千祈非常之嚴重，大家千祈唔好試啊！真嘅嚇。對個身體咧好大影響嘅嚇。They damage many organs and may lead to death. Okay, so you can see the figure 10.1, 10.49. So in this photo, wow, 哇好多字喎，係啊好多字要學㗎。嚟啦，逐個解俾你聽先。So number one, cocaine 可卡因 is also known as coke， 又係毒品嚟嘅。And cannabis 大麻。And also known as weed， 我呢個字我都唔識啦。meth 查下先，呢個字真係好難讀啊。
Cocaine.
Cocaine. Cannabis. Number two is cannabis, 大麻 okay?
Methylphenidate.
So methylphenidate, also known as 呢個字唔讀啊，實在太難讀啦。解甲基安非他命，因為都係一啲毒品嚟㗎啦。So 會引致到啲乜嘢咧 ？So what they are causes? Number one, fission。其實唔使記嘅呢啲太深嘅呢啲，你未學到住嘅呢幅圖。但係你前面嗰啲要記咗㗎，會導致咩影響嗰啲你要知啊嚇。So vision 我就咁講下算啦。Blurred vision and appetite。算啦，呢 part 唔講啦，俾你自學啦。So yourself learning by yourself because it's very you have to learn at Form 4. Okay, so the last part of this chapter. So some people take drugs because they really believe that taking drugs can give them relief from boredom and stress. 有時咧，朋友成日吸引你後生仔食下毒品啦，食下粒大麻啦，冇事嘅咁樣，跟住咧就會食下就會上癮㗎啦。OK， 咁你知講咗好多次啦。 我呢吸食毒品啦、販賣毒品啦，都係犯法嘅。It's against the law. Okay, so drugs cannot help us solve our problems in our life， 係永遠都唔能夠幫我哋解決到任何嘅問題嘅。咁所以大家就一定係千祈唔好食毒品啦。OK， 好peer pressure also is the cause. Okay, so say no. Remember, say no. So the last thing is the last thing. Okay, so effects of the inhaling organic solvents. Besides alcohol and drugs, some people also abuse organic solvents such as the vinegar by handling the vapor. Some products such as glue, correction pen, and paint also contain the organic solvents. So inhaling organic solvents is addictive and very dangerous. So when inhaled, the chemicals often enter our blood through the lungs and are quickly transported around our body. When these chemicals reach the brain, they affect our sense and judgment. People who inhale organic solvents may become excited and violent and may hurt themselves and others. 係甚至可能會對其他人造成一啲身體嘅受傷嘅影響啦，即係有啲暴力事件會發生啦。And the chemicals may also damage the many organs, including brain, lungs, and heart. The damage can be permanent and may even lead to death. 講多次啦，係會甚至攞你命嘅。So the last one, drinking alcohol, absorbing drugs, and inhaling organic solvents can affect our senses. They cause harm to our bodies and may even lead to death. So wait a minute, I have to drink some water first. So this I've already talked this chapter 10, 16, and 5, all of it. So if you want to read more about the drugs and the organic alcohol and the and others organic solvents, you may refer to the National Division of the Security Bureau to National Division 係禁毒處 for their website to find more about information about this. Okay. So the last thing I want to tell you that do not drink any alcohol. Do not abuse drugs. Do not inhaling organic solvents. Okay, it's very dangerous. I repeat it once again. Do not drink alcohol, abusing drugs, and inhaling organic solvents. They can affect our sense and may even lead to death, and also harm to our bodies and all of your brain, heart, and some, yes, and lungs. Okay, I say the truth. Okay, 係真嘅，唔係呃你嘅。Okay, so I will end this lesson. Then this is the biology that you have learned. So the last thing is the homework. I've already told you the traits. This is the traits. Repeat it once again. So complete your workbook, page 42 to 49. It's about all the chapters. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, you may refer to your book and the tutorial videos for doing this workbook. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate and WhatsApp me or Gmail me or using any other methods to find me. Okay, so any questions? And if not, so I will end this now. So next time when we next week, maybe next week, so I will also I will go through I will go through the summary to you now. So in this chapter 10, I've already covered all of this. So in this chapter 10, what do we learn about? So number one, we have first learned about the sense and the sense organs. So Number 2, we have learned about our sight. 我哋嘅眼睛究竟有咩作用呢？ So please remember it. 記住佢 revise it. Okay. You may refer to your book or the tutorial or your notes to revise it. Okay. So we have already talking about our hearing. 我哋嘅聽力啦。And our smell and taste. 我哋嘅觸覺，唔係我哋嘅嗅覺同味覺啦，我哋嘅觸覺，我哋嘅平衡力同埋我哋嘅腦。咁我哋成個身體咧就應該差唔多講晒啦，視覺、嗅覺、味覺、聽覺、觸覺已經差唔多已經講晒噶啦，唔係差唔多。咁你上到去高年班嘅覺得we don't talk it very seriously. Okay, so so you may those is the key terms, and I will so remember to revise it all the key terms. It's very important for you guys. Okay, I don't highlight it. So remember, I won't do the dictation because it's waste time. OK 嘅，做你哋自己得閒就溫下啦。OK，因為而家 Zoom 都默書 OK 嘅，係咯，你哋自己默下書咯。溫下集咁樣咯。咁雖然而家未小餐，咁而家多一個特別假期，咁就容許我講笑啦。咁多一個特別假期就好溫下書啦。OK，真係把握時間。Okay, so you may do the unit exercise in your special holidays or the exam for your revision for the exam. Also, you can choose it by yourself, and then no answer. So next week we will start talking about force and motion. Force and motion. Okay, so prepare. 11.1 motion，OK， 你就可以自己得閒備一備課先，或者可能翻咗暑假翻嚟先學都得，我唔知啊嚇，睇下下個禮拜有冇時間同大家，不過應該我諗都應該唔會噶啦，睇下點先啦，有嘅我就會擺上去補嘅，咁你就自己溫住書先啦 ，OK。So that's all for today. So good luck and remember revision and remember your homework, okay, for your summer holiday homework. And if you please hang in it punctually. So I won't excuse the late. Okay, late. If you hang in late, I will deduct your marks on your daily marks. Okay, exam book is also in your daily marks. So do it. So please do it. Do not 唔好同我求其寫樣嘢算數啊，即係同我認認真真做啊。OK。Okay, so if you don't have any questions, so this video is I will stop it here. So goodbye everybody.